locker room like every day after school, and I was like, what is going on there? That's the product of that. Interesting. I'm gonna have some people come up. We got some announcements for you today. Just letting you know what's going on right now. We got some stuff going on. ESM's coming up. The sign-ups for it. Not actually ESM. That's a while. Sign-ups are coming up though. So we got some information for you about that. And homecoming, powder puff, and all that stuff. So I'm gonna turn it over to Zach here to let you know about some opportunities coming up for you for Mission Bucks. He'll explain that.
All right. Does anybody remember Mission Bucks? Anybody? Yeah, they're being reinstated. All right, ESM and other mission opportunities that we have here are often very expensive, and the student council, we wanted to come up with a way that can help pay for that. So we're reinstating Mission Bucks, and the way it works is if you go to a school event and volunteer your time, do a little work, you can earn money just like a job, only we're giving you the opportunity to. So Mission Bucks is $5 an hour, and they can be used to do any type of mission-related expense, especially ESM coming up here, like Mr. Smith said, the sign-ups are just around the corner. So our first opportunity for Mission Bucks, October 1st, that is homecoming. It's a couple Saturdays from now, I think 2 weeks from tomorrow, is that right? 2 weeks from tomorrow, we have a golf scramble, and we need 22 people to come help out with this golf scramble. All kinds of different positions. No matter how untalented you are, you can do something to help. You'll earn $5 an hour to use towards your missions. So you need a way to earn extra money. Show up October 1st. See Mr. Smith for sign-ups. He can get you signed up whatever time slot you need that day. So you can still have time to go home, get ready for homecoming. What else?
The cool thing about that golf scramble thing is all the money the reason why we're doing is to raise money for missions, for people to be able to go on mission trips. And so all the money we raise for it will be going to a big pot that we can pull from to cover the Mission Buck expenses, but also some of the things that we do with the projects on these mission trips to Nicaragua, Bahamas, and New York, and some of these other places. So that will be able to help out with that. As well as maybe provide some scholarships. So we're taking a look at all those things. So come out and help with that. It's going to be just an awesome opportunity, especially if it's hard to find a part-time job somewhere. These will be easy opportunities for you to just jump in here and there and earn some money with that. We've got homecoming coming up.
Yeah.
Right? And so we want to show you some of the things that you might see at homecoming. Ready? Also, we've got some powder puff action going on. Courtney's going to tell you about it.
Powder puff is actually going to be the week of homecoming. The date has changed this year to Wednesday, September 28th. And t-shirt sales are next Monday and Tuesday only during lunch. So the ticket sales are final on Tuesday, so make sure you get it by then. And the cost will be $10 for a t-shirt, so make sure you sign up.
Yep. All right, so girls, ladies, sign up for Powder Puff. It's freshman, sophomore versus junior and senior to help us. Right? Yes. Anybody? Football guys coaching? Someone coaching? You're playing. Good. Somebody's offering. James offering coach. We'll see. So make sure you pick those up. Tuesday will be the last day. Like you said, Tuesday will be the last day to order those. Monday, Tuesday, make sure you get those. Also, next week we've got breakthrough starting up. We did it this summer, a little leadership training, some stuff going on there. We had like 30 to 40 people every week show up this summer at 8 o'clock in the morning. This next Wednesday, we're going to start that back up. It's 7:45 to 8. We'll be meeting in the library, so just come if you're in a position of leadership or you just want to grow as a leader. Just would welcome you to come and just learn together with some people. It's going to be a blast. So right now we're just stand with me and we're going to just jump into worship here. We've got some crazy awesome stuff happening. So just join us.
Oh, you guys, that stung me right in the rear end. Let me introduce myself. Most of you know me. Some of you don't, so I get to do a little introduction of myself. My name is David Webb. I am Matthew's dad, and Mrs. Webb, stand up for me so everybody can connect this. That is my wife, Mama Webb. Yeah! Man, you don't know what an honor it is to be here standing in front of you guys. I know a lot of you guys. I see you not every day, just about some of you every day. And It's just an honor to be here. If you don't know who I am, I first and foremost am a servant of God. And man, I love that. But God has me doing some other things that helps us do what we do at home. I'm a firefighter paramedic with the City Cooper Heights Fire Division. I am a lay pastor at Gainsborough Church, and I substitute teach here at times, which is cool. I get a chance to do that, and God just blesses me in a whole bunch of ways. Before I go on, that video, like I said earlier, we're going to watch that again. And Sam, just a second, I want you to play that again just a second, Sam. But listen to what these guys are saying. They're talking about us, gang. Now, you may sit there and think, well, I'm not one of them. Well, guess what? You are. Because we have been grouped together as one of those Christians that they're talking about. So let's sit here and Sam, play that again, but listen to this, guys. Guys, that's us we're talking about. Whether you want to believe it or not, that is us we're talking about. That's why I'm here today. Mr. Orange asked me last spring, I believe it was, if I would want to come in and talk to you about serving. Well, I'm going to jump all over that because I love to serve. But you know, as I was going through some stuff, I really tried to find something that would have an impact. And I came across this video and I thought, man, that's you guys sitting right here. Those are guys your age. That's Troy City Schools. That's Pickle City Schools. Tip City Schools. That's those kids in there that may look at you as a Christian kid because you go to a Christian school and they have stereotyped you as somebody who's a hypocrite, who stubs their nose to people in need. And I know not everyone in here is that way. Some of you are. I know that's hurtful to say, guys. I'm sorry if it offends you, but that's a fact. Because I can say that because I used to be one of them. I used to be one of them. And I'd be lying today if I didn't say that I still don't do it today. That's why it's a work. It's a process, an everyday process. So that's why I'm here today for you guys, is to try to impact you a little bit. I got to set my phone up because I'm on a little bit of a timeline, and I need to know what time it is so I don't go over too much. Back in January of 12th, 2010, a devastating earthquake hit the country of Haiti. Most of you may not even know where Haiti's at. You know, you may just thought, well, it's one of these poor countries, which it is. It is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. It's 2 hours south of Miami, Florida. How many knew that? I didn't. I didn't realize that there's only 2 hours south of Miami, Florida. How in the world can the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere be 2 hours south of the richest country in the world? It didn't make any sense. But a devastating earthquake hit it. And at that time, you know, the news coverage was everywhere. They were having telethons to bring people, to have people get money and everything. And I watched it. I did. But you know, Matthew and Mrs. Webb and I, we've been saving our pennies to go on a medical mission trip or a mission trip with Dr. Steve Guy to Jamaica. We go to church with Steve, and we knew he went to Jamaica. And you know, I've seen some pictures of Jamaica. That's a pretty cool place. Mrs. Webb's been there. A lot of you guys have been there. That's a pretty neat place. I know it's got some bad areas in it, some poor areas, but you know, the beaches are pretty nice. So we thought, we're going to go on this mission trip there. Well, as I watched the news footage and I kept reading articles about the earthquake, you know, I really did feel sad. I mean, I felt bad for the place, but honestly, I had no desire to go there as a missionary. Now, as a rescuer, yeah, I wanted to go. That's just a natural response in me, is when something bad happens. You know, when September 11th happened, you know, it was a natural response. I wanted to go. That's just who I am as a rescuer. But, you know, I knew that wasn't going to happen. Now, Dr. Guy did go, and I told Mrs. Webb, I said, man, I wish I knew Dr. Guy was going, because I'd been there. I'd have been there digging in the rubble or helping people. But I knew that wasn't going to happen, so I didn't worry about it. By mid-February, you know, a lot of the news died down. A lot of the stuff went away. And us people back here in the United States, well, we were getting back to life is normal working. You know, that's over there, that happened over there, they'll deal with it, and so on and so forth. But something happened to me. Something changed in my life in February last year. I woke up from a good sleep. Man, it was one of those sleeps. Marvin, it was one of those sleeps, brother, where the pillow was wet. You know, the drool sleep, dude. I mean, that's where, you know you're sleeping good when you wake up with a drool on the side of your face. Don't sit here and tell me, girls, you haven't woke up and drool down the side of your face. I know better than that. But it was a good sleep. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, why do you say why was it 3 o'clock? Because I looked at the clock. It was 3 o'clock. And when I woke up, it was this overwhelming presence saying, Dave, you're going to Haiti. Well, that's interesting. Why did I wake up thinking that? I don't plan on going to Haiti. But it was this overwhelming feeling that I couldn't shake. I couldn't get rid of it. It just kept coming back, and finally I fell asleep. But you know, for the next couple of days, this feeling just kept coming about, saying, Dave, you're going to Haiti. Dave, you're going to Haiti. I shared with Mrs. Webb that, man, something's up. Something's up. I'm going to Haiti. But I don't know why. I don't want to go to Haiti. A big reason I didn't want to go to Haiti is because, I'm going to share a secret with you guys. Mr. Curtis, please keep this secret. Thank you. A lot of people don't know this secret, but I was afraid to fly. Now, yeah, I know, there's this big fireman. I go to burning buildings. I do all kinds of crazy things that normal people like yourself would never do. And I don't blame you for not doing it. But I was afraid to fly. The crazy thing is I enjoy flying. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I didn't like the sudden stops that could happen. You know what I mean? That's what I was afraid of. I know it sounds stupid, but that's the way it was. But here's how I knew that God was telling me the day that you're going to Haiti. I had absolutely zero fear of flying. That was my ticket right there, that God was orchestrating all this, that I had no fear about flying. As a matter of fact, I had people telling me, including my own mom, that reminded me about how bad Haiti is. You know, the evil power of voodoo down there was overtaking the country. 80% of the people worship voodoo. If you don't know what voodoo is, I encourage you to read a little bit about it. It's unique. It's a unique religion. That's what it is a religion. But as I sit there and thought about it, I thought, I don't care. I don't care about the evil. I'm not worried about it. And that right there told me that, Dave, this is your ticket, man. This is where you're going to go. I knew that's what God had me doing, and I was going to Haiti. So, at the end of last April, a group of 10 of us from Gainsborough, we headed south to Haiti. I got to tell you, on the lake from Chicago to Miami, I hadn't flown a lot. I mean, we'd flown, but I hadn't flown a whole lot in my lifetime. And this flight to Haiti was so rough. We weren't allowed out of our seats. We had to keep our seatbelt on. It was so rough. People had drinks, and the drinks were flying up in the air and hit the ceiling. At one time, a person was out of their seat. We dropped. I don't know how many feet we dropped. But we dropped, and the person went up in the air and nearly hit the ceiling. The wings were actually bowing up and down. Now, any normal person, like the people on the plane that were getting sick, would have been sick and scared to death. But I was giggling. I was literally laughing as this plane was bouncing up and down so hard that it was scaring people into throwing up. Well, when we got to Miami, some people that were with us, actually the Dearmans, and where's my buddy, Mr. Flora? I know you're out here somewhere. Hey, there you are. What's up, dude? His grandma and grandpa, they got there, and now they have flown everywhere on mission trips. They've been all over the world on mission trips, and they said that was the worst flight they ever experienced. And here I was laughing about it. But again, that was God saying, man, it's okay because I'm with you guys. Don't worry about it. And I listened to that.